everybody. It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
Yay, Christmas.
There be no glum faces.
Wow, Louise, that's a great fun.
'Twas a month before Christmas, and I was booking our trip when Mama got pissed and started giving me lip. I know. I wanted a cruise. I was ready to pay. We'd be sailing the seas on this Christmas day. And I thought it was best just to skip this year's poem. After last year's disaster, and no plans to be home. But Mama wouldn't have it. She threw a big fit. She wanted a poem, kept giving me shit. Like a saber-toothed tiger. She snarled and she roared. Either write us a poem or get your ass out the door. She's having a little trouble with her teeth. I don't know. I could tell right away, because she gave me that look, this crisis was real, and that's all it took. Her anger was mounting. Her hands started jerking. Her adrenaline was pumping. I thought she was twerking.
Turn around, do it right. Come on.
Yeah. Twerky, you should twerk. Oh, that's right, it was you. With plots of my murder still danced in her head, I feared for my life and jumped out of bed. And I ran to the kitchen to grab a stiff drink. She followed me out, still making a stink. And even from work, she'd still bitch and moan. She called me 8 times and blew up my phone.
How did you call?
She said I was the one who was being a jerk. So I gave it some thought, trying to make it all work. And our poem last year went over like crap. So one thing was certain, it wouldn't be rap.
Shut it.
And then, out of nowhere, it all came to me. I knew in a flash what the poem had to be. So I went back to work on this unfinished mess, and where it would go was anyone's guess. But I sprang into action. I was no longer mad. I ran from the kitchen and grabbed my iPad, and I wrote it all down. And I checked it all twice. And I made a few notes on who was naughty or nice. But my brain became numb. My thoughts were enamored. It was 2 in the morning. I suddenly hammered. And I spilled my martini clear down the hall as I aimed for the bedroom but walked into the wall. And in spite of the injuries and it taking all night, in my own mind, I think I got this all right. So we'll give it a shot and see where it goes. I hope no one's offended, so we don't go to blows. Went out in the room, there came such a chatter. I ran over to Mama to see what was the matter. We've got to go now, she was acting all crazy. Chrissy's in labor, we're having a baby. We ran out of the house, no shoes on our feet, hopped in the car, sped down the street, and the scene at the hospital slowly unfurled as Rain Taylor Keyless came into this world.
Woo! Yeah.
We were all lined up trying to see through the glass. I was shoved off the bench and knocked on my ass. But the joy on our faces was easy to see as we put a new leaf on our family tree. Everyone was there, trying to get that first look, then trying to find Waldo in the pictures we took. Where's Waldo?
No, she's all.
And with all of that hair and a huge unibrow, I guess Jump's not the father. At least we know now.
He's not tall either, so.
Yeah, definitely is not Jump. But now we'll move on to Tanner and Tori. They're back in town, but there's more to the story. We saw them out front. They were taking their meds. We could tell by the smoke that encircled their heads. It arose from the pipe, formed a shape like a wreath, but Mama just smiled while gritting her teeth. And Marty the cat loves chasing his mice. Their crazy dog Heinz has run away twice. But we're glad they're back. We wish them the best. That has brought quite a change to our once empty nest. Now Holly is wondering about what we might say, but she's nothing to fear on this Christmas day. Life is a collection of the choices we make. We don't know from the start what turn it will take. We raise our children the best that we can. We spend our whole lives as their #1 fan. And we don't always agree, and it's not always fair, but our job as a parent is to always be there. So you've escaped the day with just warm Christmas wishes, but don't think for a minute that you're not doing dishes. And Ryder's doing well. He now goes to gymnastics, and from what we are told, he is doing fantastic. He sharpened his skills on his video games, and whoever he plays goes down in flames. And it's amazing to us, where's Harry? It's amazing to us how much Brace has grown. He'll soon be driving his truck on his own. With his hair all jacked up like a Chia Pet head. It looks the same at night as when he gets out of bed. But Jaden, it seems, has run out of luck. He's been seen driving through town with one seat in his truck. It happens. It happens. But all will be fine if they'll follow this rule. Keep your hands to yourself and a shield on your tool.
Hey.
Remember that. That's important. Very important. Now, Scotty and Tiffy are doing well, too. They remodeled their home, which houses their zoo. Yeah. Scotty's in real estate. He plays all the odds, investing in Bitcoin and blowing his wads. But Tiffany's is the smart one. What more can we say? At the rate she is going, she'll be a doctor one day. But Coaster and Smash were all snug in their beds, while visions of candy and soda pop flashed through their heads. They're all growing so fast it makes our heads swim. By this time next year, they'll be 7 and 10. And we can't have a poem without Halo and TV Sue. Just like all the other kids, they're our family too. He started Halo's poop patrol and was really on a roll. But all those weeks of scooping poop finally took its toll. He showed up every week. His work was quite a chore. But when he got left at Sissy's house, he had to go next door. It happened. I mean, I'm just saying it happened.
What happened?
It happened. That's what
I'll tell you a little bit.
back over there called. Now Tegan is an active child. On this we both agreed. With all that personality, she's a product of her seed. She got style and swagger, the cutest thing you've ever seen. We can't wait to see what happens when you turn 15.
She's gonna be over here.
Don't talk to me.
Tiggy Poppy's always returned.
So this one's for you. Can you hear me?
Mom.
Half the time? Okay. Well, here you go. This is for you.
Oh.
You made the poem.
Oh.
There's nothing more pure than the love of a mother, and nothing more valuable than our time with each other.
You're right.
Yep. So let's cherish each moment for all that it's worth, and make the most of the time while we're here on this earth.
You're right.
Exactly.
So here's to you, Mom. I raise up my glass.
Thank you.
For the last 60 years of being a pain in your ass.
Cheers.
Cheers. Love you.
Love you too, Mom. This is a tough one. In recalling the things that happened this year, Some brought us joy and others a tear. The year was filled with both happy and sad. We gained a new child, but we lost a great dad. I sure hope he meets my brother up there and find joy in our hearts from the stories they share. May they watch over us from the heavens above and keep peace in our family and share in our love. Our time with each other has such a short span. Let's mend all our fences while we still can. For today and forever, let the whole world see the strength of the branches of this family tree. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.